Hello my lovely ravens, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chantel and today I'm going to share with you what I want to do for Junk Journal July. There's a lot of stuff to go through, so let's get started. Meg journals, she is having this Junk Journal July and also Junk Journal January on Instagram, and this challenge is basically about a prompt list. I will show you on the screen right now and I will link it down below as well. She made this prompt list and she does it every July and every January, and you just journal along, junk journal along every day of the month. I want to do this month, basically I want to create a grunge Tim Holtz style kind of journal. Now I don't have a lot of Tim Holtz materials. I do have some, but not a lot. And I think that this style is very easily replicated with things that I do have in my stash. And I will seriously use anything that I have here. So let's get through all the supplies that I want to use and go from there. Let's start with the papers. Let's see what I've got here. I've got some coffee dyed ruled papers, and there's quite a few of them here. I just grabbed a few that I had already dyed, some horizontal and vertical ones. Some matte paper that is not tea or coffee stained, but I think I need to include that anyway. Some very vintage and less vintage French book pages. Some list pages that I tea stained a while ago. It's not very strong, but you know, we can do more with ink and whatnot. These are from that, or this is from that folder that I make, that junk journal, no, not junk journal, the ephemera folder that I made in the previous video. So this is one of those offcuts that I can probably use for a pocket, because one of the prompts is transparency, so I can probably use this for that. This is some packaging paper from Amazon. This is a bag from a bookshop that I thought this is very Tim Holtz style like, so I think that is going to be a page in the book. That would be cool. This one is a deckled edge certificate paper that I got at a thrift store the other day. I didn't share that because that hole was not very big, but it looks pretty cool with that border around it. And if you use it as a page, it's pretty neat. So I thought that would be cool to include. These are some hand-dyed papers from India, handmade papers from India, and I dyed them with the coffee dye. Very strong tint that cut, but I'm really happy with that. Looks very, very grunge. Some text journal paper. Used to be blue. The lines are still a little bit blue, but it's very, very, very brown. So we've got two of those. This was orange paper. I like package wrapping paper that you can buy at the post office, but it's grungy now. This was an envelope. I can still use it as an envelope like so, or even like so. And the good thing is that glue strip stayed intact for some reason. Yeah, even though it went through the oven. My recent coffee dyeing efforts are really, really good. So never used to get this kind of result, but now I did. So I'm happy with that. This is some of the how do you call that, baking paper that I use when I'm dyeing my papers in the oven. So I put the tray and then the baking paper, and then on top of that my papers, and then I keep these at the end. They look pretty cool. They're very crinkly. This is the bag I will be using for the actual journal. So it's massive. It's a seriously big bag. So yeah, using that for the actual journal. Then I also have a bunch of old. Well, they're not old. Well, I've had them for a while, so I can say that they are old. Scrapbooking paper. So this one has a grid and like a vintage number 3 at the bottom. This is a map, a frame. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use this one, but I do like it. Got this one, which is pretty neat. Of course, this is very Tim Holtz. Like, these are Kaiser Craft papers. It's an Australian brand. Just some text from a, I don't know, newspaper or something. Vintage again. Some more like Americana, red and blue. Vintage. Butterflies. And more of the vintage paper. So, again, not sure if I'm going to use them and how much of them I'm going to use, but they are here if I want them for the whole month, obviously, because it's a whole month. Then I had these Tim Holtz cards sent to me, and what I prefer to do is scan them, and so I can print them, so I can use them over and over and over again. So these are the scans that I just used by myself, and I can just pick whatever I want as I go, but more on Ephemera in a moment. Then this is the dust cover of one of the books, one of my daughter's books, Ocean Meets the Sky, by the Fan Brothers. And doesn't that look Tim Holtz to you? Seriously, it looks so good. And that's the entire slip cover. So I kind of want to use some of these elements, if not all of it. Like, it's really, really cool. So yeah, got that. And then I have this map thing that comes from a book. I think that's a vampire book that it comes from. But I thought the map was pretty cool. I don't know what I'm going to use in this journal, and where and when and how and what, but it's here if I want it. So I basically went shopping in my own studio. I also have this stuff, which I got in a parcel a while ago from Pixie Sticks. And everything was packed in this stuff. So yeah, it's like a mulberry paper. It's like that feel, but it's like gold and green. It looks grungy enough to be used in a Tim Holtz journal. It might be too bright. I don't know yet. So let's just keep it on the stack and see where it goes. Let's move on to the stamps that I want to use. Stamps. I actually have a lot more than this, but these are the stamps that are speaking to me right now, and I just have them in a little drawer that I can take out and put on my desk and use it whenever. So I'm going to try and show you as best as I can. We have some keys, some clocks. I'm just gonna power through them. So most of these inspire me now to use with this Tim Holtz inspired journal. These are some cogs and gears and whatever else is on there, butterfly and a lamppost. Some ladies with frames. They're actually separable, so yeah, can use them wherever. Butterflies, can't forget butterflies for a Tim Holtz journal. Postage stamp. These are actual Tim Holtz stamps. So we have an apple, a globe, books, and pencil holder, whatever. But they're huge. Like, look how big they are. There's the size of my hand. So yeah, they're really big, but yeah, love them. These are Tim Holtz as well. Just letters, and they're foam. But yeah, they will definitely show up in that journal. Got some, what is it? Curiosity stamp. I have another one. There, I have 2 of these. Curiosity stamps. I've had them for a while. I have no idea who they're from. But I think I bought them on a fair or something. But yeah, there we have it. Some tag stamps. some bird stamps. And we've got the whole heap of Alice in Wonderland stuff. I'm not going to be using that, so I'm just going to leave that in there for now. Bought these at the fair. These are the Stamperia. I think they are the steampunk something or other. So we've got some cats, a lady, books, potions, orreries, and knickknacks. And another one which has a trunk. Yeah, a trunk. More trunks stacked on top of each other, and suitcases, books, locks, key, and then lady. Won't be using that, won't be using that. We've got this one. Might be able to use that, I'm not sure yet. Vintage rose kind of journal, a stamp, not a journal, a stamp. Acrylic blocks. And then some crowns and some door locks and that had door handle and keys. I had these forever and they still work, but yeah, they are not the greatest and I have no idea what they're from, but they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. They still have all the detail in them, so I think I actually have more Tim Holtz stamps somewhere, like the cats, the weird cats that he came out with, and I might be able to use them as well. But I have to go and have a look where they actually are. Anyway, that is it for the stamps. Let's move on to the media. Now, I'm absolutely not limited to using this, and I'm also not really obliged to use this all, but I just went through my stash and I thought, oh, maybe this would be nice, etc. So these colors are these distress crayons, and this white one and this black one, and these are basically just water soluble crayons, like waxy pigment crayons. And yes, these are from Tim Holtz Stress Crayons, but these are from Marabou, and this one is also one of these. So these ones, and then I have a bunch of Posca pens in black and beige, and then a copper, a gold, and a silver pen, and a water brush, obviously, for these ones. So some metallics. And then, so this is the swatch card for that. And then this tub has like the wet media in it. So it's actually still drying. So here we have a texture paste, some waxes, some wax-based pigments, and two paints, like a shimmery paints. They're very shiny. And then some matte acrylic paints. So this is that matte the gloss blue medium. That is pretty cool. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this, obviously, with all of the items. And then these are the waxes. So these are Viva Decor, Inca Gold. Everything will be linked in the description box below. Don't worry about it. I will link everything. All the supplies that I might be using. And these are, it says, fast drying metal gloss paint. Instructions included. However, I found that this dries after a while. So I've had these for years. I think 8 or 10 years even. So these dry after a while. You can see that I can just pick up the pigment, right? However, you can wet your finger or wet a paintbrush and then rub it over the area you want to use it on or paint it, and it reactivates with water and it's still usable. So they are not super cheap, but like I said, they are going forever, seriously. And I've shared a chunk with people as well. Just put it in a little watercolor pen. Anyway, then we have these two, which are Imagination Crafts Starlight Metallic Paint. And I just realized that I got these from a fair, and this one is sent to me by my friend Jen. It's also Imagination Crafts, same logo, but I got these on a fair here in Perth, and this is how shiny they are. They are so pretty. Yeah, they have a sparkle in them. And then we have these matte paints that are very muted colors. I thought they would go well with these distress crayons. Basically similar colors. But yeah, whenever I need to use these or splatters or, you know, whatever. So we have these there as well. And these are from Kaiser Craft. It's an Australian brand. And that's it for the mediums. Obviously, I will have my inks. And I also have distress spray inks. So who knows what I'll be using. But these are the extra bits that I normally don't have on my desk. Then, of course, we've got my ephemera folder. Now, this is not limited. My making this journal is not limited to this journal or to this ephemera folder, because I have a box sitting next to me, which I will go through in a minute. So the ephemera that I want to use for this particular thing is like, there's some Tim Holtz stuff in here. Some small stuff. There's some of these vintage ladies in here that I might use, and some vintage photographs that might go nicely with this journal. Then what else have we got? Some stuff falling out, which is okay, it happens. Some bats, palmistry, something like that, suitcases, tickets, you know, butterflies, birds. This is postal stuff, so I might use that as well. Some foreign vintage money, some numbers and words and whatnot, like documented vintage blah blah blah. These are some tags and tabs with numbers and whatnot that I won't be using. Some more vintage things, tickets, tags, words, more words. These are from Very Small Art. Numbers. This I won't be using because that belongs to sets for Stamperia. These are nice too. Letter stickers. These are botanical stickers. These are Tim Holtz cards, so maybe some of those as well. So that is it for the ephemera folder. Now let's move on to the last bit, which is the big box of ephemera pieces like dangles and stuff like that. The last box. Let's go through it, shall we? So again, I went shopping in my own... Oops. I went shopping in my own stash, and this is what came out of it. This is a big box, one of the drawers that I have. So first of all, we have these. I think I have 6 of these. Yeah. Washi tapes. And these are like stamp washi tapes. And they're very nice to add to ephemera pieces. That I can hold 6 on my hand. Yes, I can. So we have some berries and fruits. We have some mushrooms and fruit as well. We have some vintage ladies there in Paris. This is birds and butterflies. This is different critters, so cat, giraffe, bunnies, squirrels, and I think there's a few more there. And then we have some vintage items, so watering can, Provence, French, bird cage, teacups, you know, that kind of vintage stuff. So that's that. Also found these vintage postcards. So some of these might appear as well. You know, there's a lot of stuff here, so I'm definitely not going to use everything. That's very Tim Holtzy. Butterflies and the vintage stuff. So there's that little set. These are Tim Holtz chipboard pieces. This was sent to me by one of you lovely people. One of my viewers, and I keep them in this box because this bag broke just before I started this. Well, it's not broken, but the stickiness is gone, so I might use this somewhere in the journal as well as like an ephemera holder. And then this is a background of that baggie, and you can use that in the journal as well, of course. So yeah, these are different pieces. Again, not sure if I'm gonna use them, but you know, there's some nice dangles here, so who knows. And you can also make chipboard pieces into dangles yourself. I have some chipboard pieces here, so these are lot numbers, specimen numbers. These say Imagine, Magic, Inspire, Gypsy. Some might not be appropriate for this journal, but yeah, I might as well have them here. These are some cogs and gears. I might use them on the cover. I'm not sure if I want to use if I want to make the cover dimensional. We'll see. We'll see. I might not do that to start with and just wait and see how this journal is progressing. But I have some numbers here as well. So these are chipboard pieces, or not chipboard. This is actually very thin wood, I think. No, this is chipboard. Is it? No, this is very thin wood. So yeah. Some split pens. I think they're called that I will be using. These are Tim Holtz things as well. Just some live in the moment and, you know, quote metal tags. Enjoy the journey. Dream as if you'll live forever. That kind of thing. So I have, I think, 2 sets in there plus some other pieces. Bulb pins. Might be using the black ones or the aged ones. I think I have a tub somewhere with rusty things. Let me see if I can find that. I did. So these might actually be interesting to use here. So I rusted these myself with, I'm not even gonna attempt the tutorial here because I had no idea what I did. It's something with peroxide and salt, and yeah, I just tried a bunch of things. Pretty effective on this old key, I must say, but not everything went as planned. These paper clips look alright, and I do have some bulb pins in here as well, and also some bells that I tried it on. So yes, I don't know what I'm going to use from this lot, but it looks pretty cool and grungy. And here are more bits and pieces that I found in a little drawers that I've got. An actual domino piece that might be nice for the spine dangle. This is one of those Tim Holtz dolls, so also for spine dangle. Some keys and a skull, tiny paper clips, a plate for the cover, maybe, and a frame. So not sure yet, but it's there if I want it. This is what I like to do with all my journals when I start one. Have not showed that here yet, but you kind of go through your stuff and think, oh, what might be nice to go with this journal, and then pick out all your pieces and your fabrics and whatnot. So yes, I have not picked any fabrics for this journal yet, but I'm not sure if I'm going to. And these were little cards that some lace came on it. Speaking of lace, I might use that in this journal as well. I just have not put that out here at all. So these cards look kind of cool and appropriate to use. This bag is full with tags and different kinds of cards that might be useful. Piece of leather that looks cool. I have these are different stamps. So this is an actual date stamp. This, however, is a stamp from, was it Stamperia? I'm not sure now. I don't think it was Stamperia, but no, this I picked up at the Daiso. So these are just numbers, but I thought that would look pretty cool. I can make it in any number, any 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-digit number that I want, and or even less, 8 or less, and I think that looks pretty cool and grungy on any Tim Holtz piece anyway, because, you know, it just does. This I will eventually have for sale in my shop as well. These are ribbons that I made myself. This is the postage stamp one. This is the keys one. These are various things with I think I've called this one Books and Cats, but there's some other things on there as well. And this one is the Curiosities one, so this has various things on there as well. But I have some pieces here for myself to use too when I was making them. And I thought, why not include them in this journal too? Because, you know, why not? So I'm just keeping them in this little box. Like so for now. So same as the vintage ladies that I cut out, I have some photos of vintage children as well, which are pretty neat, and some bridal photos. This is wrapping paper that I got from Which Craft Do You Do? I just haven't used it yet. So yeah. Tissue paper, yeah, butterflies, and this is some mechanical kind of drawing kind of paper, also tissue paper. This is like a Baroque kind of paper, and this is like a, how do you call this? A newspaper print kind of thing. It's very faint, but still cool to use. These from a friend as well. And yes, I'm going through a lot of stuff here. However, this is not built up over like 1 or 2 months. It took years to build this up. I found these postcards. No, not postcards. Playing cards. This is a poem that I decorated with tea bag. And this is a... can't even see it. Also a tarot card. I have no idea, I can't really see it. And this is also a tarot card. I think this is the full. So yeah, just some vintage cards. And then we have a whole bunch of tissue paper here, like napkins, some roses, because they actually do go well with Tim Holtz stuff. Some script, butterfly. Tim Holtz does a lot of butterfly stuff. Some more Baroque tissue there. Flower, black and white. Another butterfly there. Eiffel Tower. It's this Thomas Edison, and you know, yeah, this is just Thomas Edison. The light bulb invention tissue paper, and some more script stuff. I think this is from the main script, but a second script. Might actually be from this one, but just the tissue that was behind it, and some more black and white tissue paper or napkin paper there. And then this is actual Tim Holtz stuff again. Ideology collage paper, typography. So looks really good. I don't have much of it. I have no idea how much is still on here. Still quite a bit, I think. You know what it is? If you don't have much of something, you tend not to use it. At least this is my issue, and then you hoard it. Anyway. That one. Then I have a few sticker sheets here. So these are some stamp sheets that I got at the dollar store. These are actual see-through letters. Yeah, it's pretty neat. It's see-through white letters and some glittery letters that I still have in my stash, and some butterflies that are also shiny. Tend not to use this kind of stuff, but again, Tim Holtz, so might come in use. Some like Monday to Friday, Monday to Sunday words, and then some numbers as in stickers. And last but not least, actual stamps. There's some random stuff in here, but yeah, actual stamps. Triangle stamp. So yeah, they might come in handy for some collaging stuff. Who knows? Who knows? So that is it. Let me know if you're gonna take part in Junk Journal July, and I hope you stick with me for this journey. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.